Last year in October, I received a really strange message from the downtown Hanover business coalition, essentially. They had written a profile about my shop for October. The police chief of Hanover, Chad Martin, had personally read the article, took issue with it. 2 officers from the Hanover Police Department, including Chad Martin and another unnamed officer, entered my storefront. They backed me into a corner. They denied me my right to record our conversation. Turns out that dating back to 1861, there is a law in the books that outlaws tarot reading for lucre or for money. We had gone back and forth with them saying, if you can't, state that you won't be, that you understand that this law is unconstitutional and that you won't be pursuing it, we'll be forced to sue. Pennsylvania is one of the few states in America that still has this ban. In Salem, Massachusetts, they have essentially a witch's license. You can apply for a permit that says the government says that I am a legitimate entity and I'm allowed to perform tarot readings. Pennsylvania doesn't have a provision for that, and with this lawsuit, we hope to overturn the law or create provisions. Hell, you can go and get a fortune cookie. Does that count? I wish people could see the importance of how necessary this place is for people who may not feel accepted by mainstream religion. Having fear of expressing oneself in their authenticity, in who they are as a person, as long as you're not hurting yourself or anyone else, I think it should be allowed. And if that's not what America was founded on, and if that's not what Pennsylvania, the state founded on religious freedom, was about, I don't know what is. I do think it's really ironic that it's happening now as well. I think that's really poignant with people's rights being challenged and even taken away. This may not seem like the biggest issue. Yeah, it's a pack of cards, but it's not just that. It is women's freedom. It is religious freedom. It's the freedom to be who you want and worship in the way that you see fit.
I actually was procrastinating and reading an article online. And I saw an article about Beck's case, and it was just shocking and outrageous to me. And first I went to look to see, is this really a law here in Pennsylvania? And sure enough, it was. And I couldn't believe it. And so I picked up the phone and gave Beck a call and said, hey, do you want to challenge this? It's not enforced often, which just highlights how ridiculous of a law it is. One of the reasons people love this country is that it's a place where you can make your dream come true. If Beck's dream is to perform tarot card readings and others want to pay them for that service, the United States recognizes economic liberty. And it certainly is a freedom of religion issue as well. I don't mean to undermine that, but it is because people are incredibly closed-minded and saying, we are here to protect witches, makes it harder to win in court. I didn't want people to focus on the word Wiccan and draw prejudicial conclusions from that.
I'm willing to take this to the Supreme Court if I have to. I'm right. And these are the facts of the situation. And I encourage people to argue it, but you can't. So I'll see you in court.